earlier that season, meeting down in the Astrodome in the game of the century.
Yeah.
Houston won in the regular season, and then Guy Lewis's team met John Wooden's squad there in the Final Four, and this time it went to UCLA.
And you saw that number Lou Alcindor was wearing, 33. He's the reason that I started wearing 33 as a high schooler and as a collegiate and even in the NBA, because I was a huge Lou Alcindor fan. Even though I grew up in Ohio, UCLA was on TV, read everything about him, and watched that graceful big fella do major work.
There's some major work to Hansbrough. Easy basket for Hansbrough. By the way, coaches Wooden and Lewis, I know they're both watching right now, and we send them our best wishes.
Yes, sir.
Two great men.
Icons in the college game, both.
15-4, Carolina advantage.
I like that. I like that.
Patillo, thanks to the setup by Warren. Warren seems to be having it his way, penetrating.
Yeah, that's something that Carolina has had trouble with in its losses. Guards that are aggressively looking to take the ball inside. Ty Hansbrough denied at the rim, and Blake Griffin comes up with the rebound, and Tyler Hansbrough may have been guilty of the foul.
The foul charge to North Carolina, number 50, Tyler Hansbrough.
It is a second on Hansbrough. That's a significant.
Look at this action here between these two big guys.
Yep. Got tangled up.
Yeah.
So 2 on Hansbrough, not even 7 minutes into the game, and he's coming out.
Jim, I made the analogy the other night about going through the drive-through on occasion, but sometimes you need to eat inside. Well, in basketball, you can't always settle for the convenience and ease of perimeter shots. You've got to drive that ball into traffic and trouble to try to put pressure on the defense. And Willie Warren did it effectively the last possession for Oklahoma.
They've got Ed Davis back out there with Hansbrough sitting down, and that's Warren. Follow up Patillo.
That's another reason you do that.
Patillo actually had a block at the other end on the Lawson shot, got a fingertip on it. How about these two teams and the matter of having been in this position before, Clark?
Well, you got North Carolina. They've got multiple guys that have played multiple Elite Eight games. So they're comfortable doing what they normally do, which is play their game. Oklahoma, here in the last minute and a half, though, Jim, starting to find its rhythm and confidence, in part because Patillo has given them a pretty good lift off the bench. Blake Griffin has struggled. Good shot attempt there, doesn't go. He doesn't want to foul, so he allows Ed Davis to get that one up and over. Dribbled in traffic there and lost it. But he's a guy that's going to adjust. He's already got 7 rebounds, but he'll adjust and realize what he can get away with. I think he's going to have to turn and face a little more, Jim. He can't be content to play with his back to the basket when he catches that ball in the paint, because he's so quick if he can turn his face as defender.
There's Warren. And gets the shot. You can see that Blake Griffin, frustrated, wants the ball more. He's only taken 1 shot so far. But sitting down at the moment as they brought in Orlando Allen, number 21. For some size, taking Blake Griffin's spot on the floor.
You know, he gave him some good minutes the other night. 2 rebounds and a block in 5 minutes for Allen, and doesn't sound like much, but when your bench is short, that's a positive contribution along the front line.
Bobby Frazier still on the floor with 2 fouls for North Carolina. Open shot for Lawson, and he hits this one. 2-point shot for Lawson. That ends a 6-0 stretch for Oklahoma. Capel trying to steal a few extra seconds for Blake Griffin before the under-12 timeout.
We saw him do that the other night effectively. He's actually done that all year with Blake. Blake has averaged only 33 minutes a game on the course of the season.
And it's Warren again driving in, this time fouled outside. So the foul's starting to add up. That'll be the 6th on North Carolina.
The foul is charged to North Carolina, number 4.
That's 4-3 on Frazier. And there's a look at the summary. 4 turnovers against Oklahoma, none for North Carolina. I'm looking out now as Oklahoma breaks huddle, and they're bringing back Blake Griffin, but Hansbrough's sitting with the 2 fouls. How long do you think he'll sit down, Clark?
It's hard to know for sure with Roy Williams. This is a senior who's played with foul trouble before. I think as long as the game is comfortably in Carolina's favor, he'll try to get to this next media timeout without having Hansbrough back on the floor, because he runs the risk of a 3rd foul having the bang with both Griffin guys inside.
Again, Blake Griffin only one shot taken so far. He's averaged 30 a game in the tournament. Way outside. That was off the mark for Willie Warren, who is not afraid to shoot. The second leading scorer. Danny Green for the second time tonight, no. And Blake Griffin with an 8th rebound.
If he gets his hands on it, it's his.
Warren's pass deflected, and